everyone. Welcome back to my backyard in beautiful Carborough, North Carolina. When the tape ended abruptly, we were practicing mountain pose. So we're going to start this part 2 of our yoga and breathing with mountain pose. Most elegant of yoga poses. Plant your feet on the earth. Feel gravity pulling you down gently. Lift your toes and wiggle them and spread your toes down onto the earth. Notice your lower legs and your upper legs, and imagine that your bones are growing longer all the way through your spine now and through your neck and up through the top of your head. A slight pelvic tilt, which is easy to do if you think about taking your belly button and slightly pulling it towards your spine. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders, lift to the top of your head, breathe, and just enjoy this beautiful posture, which you can bring back and do many times during the day. Standing in mountain pose, take a deep, deep breath, fill your lungs and look up, lengthening your spine and breathe out. Again, breathe in. Press your palms together, bring that gratitude into your heart. And then lift your arms into our gratitude pose. Relax your shoulders, still keeping mountain pose. Release that. Lift one heel, press your toes. Other side, lift your heel and press your toes. And begin to gently pump up and down. And now, using the chair for balance, hold to the side of the chair, or standing in front of the chair, whatever is comfortable for you so that you know you're safe. Lift your heels off the floor. Stand as tall as you can on your toes, still keeping mountain pose, long spine, engaged belly. If you want to try a little harder pose, you can reach out with your arms, release that, and pump your feet up and down. Lift your toes on one foot and pump side to side a little bit. Lift onto your toes. Take a few little steps side to side. If you want, you can take a little walk around your chair. Just take a few steps on your toes. This is so good for balance. And now, moving into a balance pose called tree pose, standing to the side of your chair. You can start by putting your hand on the chair for balance. Stand on the leg that's closest to the chair. Put all of your weight on that leg. Lengthen, stand tall, and begin to notice that you can lift this free foot, shake it around a little bit, stand up very tall, and then make a kickstand. This is tree pose. Your knee can try to be out to the side. Sometimes that's not so comfortable for your hip, but you can swing it back and forth a little bit. Stand really tall. Now, this is tree pose, but you may want to lift your foot a little bit higher, placing it on your calf, and then grow some tree limbs with your free arm and begin to notice whether you can use both arms in tree pose, lifting. Maybe there's a little bit of breeze. Here I am in the trees, in the forest, doing tree pose. How wonderful is that? Breathe, hold it, breathe. Let's be cacti. Spread your fingers. Release that and shake that side out. Move to the other side of the chair. Same thing. Stand on the leg that's next to the chair. Stand really tall. Begin to notice that maybe you don't have to have that other foot engaged. Plant your foot. You can do a kickstand. Knee out to the side. Lift that foot if you want to. Grow your tree limbs with one arm. Grow your tree limbs. Maybe you let go. Maybe you touch and let go several times. Like me. Be a tree in the forest. Breathe. Reach. Cactus. Spread your fingers. Breathe. and then release that side and shake it out. So anything standing on one leg is great for improving your balance. A couple more standing poses before we sit down again. We'll move into our warrior poses. Again, the chair is here for you. Doesn't matter which foot you start on, we're going to do both. Take your foot behind you, plant your heel, toes face out. Take the stance that's the most comfortable for you. It can be a very short stance, it can be a longer stance. Bend your front knee. You want to make sure you can see your toes. And then notice where your waist is and plant from your waist down and lift from your waist up. Now, reach your arms up. This is warrior one. Breathe, reach, relax your shoulders. If you want to, if it feels good, you can take a little back bend here, reaching. Oh, the sun feels so good. Come back through center. Take your arm over your leg. Other arm goes straight behind you. Gaze down your front arm. If this is hard on your neck, you can look straight ahead. You can look to the side. Or you can gaze down your front arm and breathe. Notice the strength in this pose. Breathe. Unwind that. Let that side go. And move to the other side. Opposite foot to the back. Front toes face straight ahead. Back toes are facing out. Put your hands on your waist and rotate over your front leg. Bend that knee. From your waist down, you are planted strong in the earth. From your waist up, you are lifting. Let your arms reach up. Relax your shoulders, stretch through your fingers. Breathe here. Warrior one. It's a very strong pose. Take your arm over your leg and reach. If your neck is good, gaze down your front arm, your finger. Otherwise, it's okay to have you to look to the side. Breathe, breathe. Feel the strength in this pose, the health in this pose. Reach up, you can lean back, unwind that, release that, shake it out, and have a seat. Plant your feet on the floor. Your upper legs parallel